The first of your 8 features here tonight. Brian Roman and Jeff Babcock gonna lead them down.
Bringing it off of corner number 4. Green lights are on and we are underway. Charging down into turn number 1 and 2. Roman's gonna take the lead off the corner as they work their way down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4.
Jeff Babcock gonna battle back on the outside. Brian Roman, though, not going to give it up on the inside.
Off the turn, Roman holds on to second. Babcock is on a rail into turn number 1 and 2, working the top side. Hawkins following in his tire tracks as they work off the corner. Top 3 pulling away from everybody.
Sliders all the way to turns 3 and 4. Jonathan Davenport, they're 3 wide down the front straightaway.
And Matt Miller's going to take a look to the inside of the 49 of Brian Roman. Meanwhile, the number 88 machine, that is the Andrew Riom machine. And now enter into the fray. Jeep Van Wormer right there as well. We've got a 4-car battle off of corner number 4. Slider by Hawkins on Babcock. Couldn't make it stick. Babcock will take the lead back into turn number 1. 9 of them in the books as the Hawkins number 28 just wound for sound off of corner number 2.
Shane, this is only going to get better as the leaders now enter into lap traffic. Turns 3 and 4. Babcock trying to find the best line to make it all the way through the turns. Hawkins is closing down the front straightaway.
The great equalizer is right in front of the leaders. Babcock, he has to be careful as Hawkins has the advantage. He can go in the different lane that the leader can't in traffic as they go 3 wide into corner number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead off the corner. A little bumping and grinding in traffic. It's going to be Babcock with the advantage.
Door to door, side by side. Here goes the lead. Dawkins trying to slide up in front of Babcock. He can't do it. Babcock slaps the wall. New leader out front, Jacob Hawkins.
Oh my, that rocket chassis of Hawkins really working well. And we have caution on the speedway. Yellow lights are on.
Green flag is out, and it looks like Babcock's going to get the jump, and he's going to pull Jonathan Davenport with him into turn 1.
And they'll come off the corner together. It will be the number 1 machine. Oh boy, Hawkins hung it out to dry, and they're 3 wide as Miller's going to work the middle. Riom down on the bottom as Davenport will be your new runner-up car off of corner number 4. Davenport bobbled a little bit that time through corner number 3 and 4. Hawkins starting to reel him in. And now traffic again for Jeff Babcock. Got to be careful how he handles it. 5 laps remain. Make it 24 and a half as they head down the backstretch.
It's a 4-horse race as we got Babcock sliding to the inside now, trying to get around lap traffic. That'll be Tim Rivers in the 46 machine. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to wrap this one up in the end. Jeff Babcock's really putting on a show here, but Superman Jonathan Davenport trying to hold on.
Race leader Jeff Babcock takes it off the turn. Jonathan Davenport still right there within striking distance. He's going to take a look to the bottom into turn number 3. Babcock wiggles just a little bit. Here comes Hawkins down on the bottom. White flag is out. He's looking for second. Final time into turn number 1 and 2. Hawkins shuts the door on the 49 of Davenport as they work down into turn number 3. But it's all the Jeff Babcock out of Wayne, Ohio, looking to set it up through corner number 3 and 4. Jeff Babcock's going to win the Johnny Appleseed Classic. Hawkins will finish in second. Davenport is third. We are ready to unfurl the green off of corner number 4. The K&L Ready Mix. NRA Sprint Invaders get the green.
Darren Long's going to jump out to a great early lead over Ron Blair in the 35 machine. Long's going to use that inside line and slide up, but here comes Ron Blair. Ron Blair with a huge head of steam. Long cannot block. Blair to the outside. It's going to be a dogfight to lead lap 1.
There are 3 grooves to use, and they'll use all of them as Ron Blair leads into turn number 1 and 2. Darren Long shuffled back to second. He'll run the middle groove as they exit corner number 2. Running back there in third as they run their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Dustin Daggett and the 2M machine really making headway out of Grand Ledge, Michigan. You see him come down the front straightaway right now. Also keep an eye on the number 2 machine. He's battling this up his way throughout the pack.
Butch Schroeder holding on to position number 2 as they head up into corner number 3 and 4 as Long shuffled back to the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Ryan Rule, the number 16, looking to take advantage of Darren Long as he tries to move up to position number 3. He'll do so off of corner number 2. Need to fire off the corner as Butch Schroeder right there on the back bumper. They'll get the green together as as they charge into turn number 1 and 2. Schroeder's going to take a look to the bottom as the number 16 of Ryan Rule right there as they work down in the backstretch.
Darrell Long looked like he stumbled just a little bit down the front straightaway. Now he's starting to get his bearings back. But 3 wide coming through turns 3 and 4. Horseman, Darrell Long, and then the 9 machine of Brandon Wimmer. 3 wide through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Everybody looking for a place to race as they work their way down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, that is Brandon Wimmer in the number 9W.
The laps continue to click down now, but still 3 wide deep in the back. Looking up front now, the 35 machine, Ron Blair's opened up a straightaway lead over the V20 of Butch Schroeder. How long can it last? 7 laps in the books now. Still 3 wide in 1 and 2.
Boy, they're not giving each other an inch out there at all as Darren Long, Dustin Daggett, and Brandon Wimmer. Look at that into turn number 3 and 4. Daggett diamonds the corner down on the bottom, almost took the front nose week of Wimmer with him, but Wimmer comes right back on the top side on lap number 8 to take over the position number 6. He's not happy with that. He'll take the 5 spot away from Darren Long into turn number 3.
Still rolling off, clicking off the laps, less than 10 laps to go. Starting to see more of those wings pull back. Horseman now, the 17 machine, moving to the bottom, trying to get into the tire tracks of the number 16. Wimmer has found something on the top and making up big ground on the 4th place position.
Working it up off of corner number 2 is the Brandon Wimmer number 9 machine. He'll work the top side down into turn number 3 and 4. Pulling up alongside Jared Hortzman as they come off the corner. And Wimmer has the preferred line. He's closing right in on the number 16 of Ryan Rule as they head into turn number 1 and 2. The battle for third, it's non-existent as Wimmer takes it away with ease.
But Schroeder's going to have to start worrying about Wimmer now because Wimmer's got the wing pulled back in the trunk and he is a haul in the mail. 14 laps to go. Wimmer has 6 laps. He slides around the top of Tim Austin. Now, here he goes to work on Butch Schroeder in turns 3 and 4.
Brandon Wimmer may be as fast as your race leader, Ronnie Blair, but we may never know because Blair has checked out, tipped the bellhop, and said goodbye. A full straightaway lead over the number 20 of Butch Schroeder and the number 9 of Wimmer as they race into the turn number 3 and 4.
Blair trying to hold on to a $1,500 payday if he can make it to the scales. Track really starting to hang out near the top. White flag out. One more lap around. Ronnie Blair, the 35 machine's going to really try to make her happen here tonight. Brandon Wimmer takes over that 7th spot, folks. He's had the number 9 in the trunk. Here's the checkered flag. Ron Blair going to win it here tonight. Brian Ruhlman picking up his first win here in 2002. The green flag is underway. Here we go. Brian Ruhlman's going to try to lead him into turns 1 and 2. Takes the middle line, slides up to the outside line. They're 3 by 3, 4 rows deep behind him.
As they work their way down into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time, Brian Ruhlman, he'll lead the way. Joey Kramer, the number 77, throws the slider off of corner number 4 is the number 188 of Aaron Orr. Holding on to position number 3, now enter into the mix as they exit corner number 2, the number 23 machine of John Henry.
John Henry, we talked about him earlier, doing double duty tonight in the late model and the modified. Late model didn't turn out so well, but Henry's on the gas trying to pick up the modified win.
Trouble here on the front straightaway, one car sliding around, that is the number 91 machine. Coming to a stop here on the front straightaway. Green lights are on off of corner number 4. Watch Jacoby Hines. And then number 115 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. John Henry in the 23J right there. Ruhlman holds off the advancement of Kramer as they work their way into turn number 3. While Henry gives him a little tap on the tuchus to let him know he's there. Plenty of grooves to use around the Big E, and they're taking advantage of each and every inch of real estate. Meanwhile, Brian Ruhlman sets it up off of corner number 4. Joey Kramer still running in second. Jacoby Hines is third. John Henry is fourth, holding on to position number 5. Colin Thurlby right now in that number 47 as he looks to grab fourth around Hines as they head into turn number 3. The 45P of Brian Post out of Middle Point, Ohio, the Post Agri-Service ride. He's on the move. Oh, baby. Close quarters over there off of corner number 2. And now Westfall right in the center of this one with the number 54 as he is able to move up to position number 6.
Matt Westfall, like we mentioned, inside row number 8, slowly and methodically dissecting this field as we carry along. Getting ready for it. Here's the green flag. They're down the front straightaway, neck and neck at the line.
What can Joey Kramer do this time? Trying to drift up. He will take the lead off the turn, but Roman's going to come right back underneath him. They'll swap lanes and positions into turn number 3.
They do it again, once again, crossover move, but this time Kramer can't hold it. Give the advantage to Brian Roman, halfway home. Jacoby Hines now, new driver in the 3rd spot.
Well, you said to pick a horse. Jacoby Hines could be the dark horse in this one as he is running in position number 3. John Henry is back to 4th. Here comes the postman. He's up to the 5 spot. Postage paid going into turn number 3. The number 115 is Jacoby Hines still there for 3rd. John Henry holding on to 4th. He's got Colin Thurlby right there underneath him through corner number 3 and 4. Thurlby trying to make a run on the bottom. Can it stick? It will by a half car length. So Thurlby will take the 4 spot away. And now Henry back to position number 5.
Colin Thurlby going to be in the inside. Green flag is out. Here we go to settle it. Brian Roman with a titanic jump down the front straightaway. But here goes Thurlby right to the inside. So far, right now, Joey Kramer and Brian Roman side by side. Here comes Thurlby with a big head of steam down the back straightaway.
Bowerstock was sideways. He got a shot from the post 45P. Kept it going in the right direction. Colin Thurlby to the inside of Joey Kramer. Looking for the number 2 spot. Can't quite do it as they head into turn number 1. So Colin Thurlby making the living on the bottom. He runs in 3rd. White flag is out one more time around a half mile around the Big E for Brian Roman. Into turn number 1 and 2. Brian Roman sets it up off the corner. Backstretch he runs. They are not going to catch him. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Brian Roman brings it off of corner number 4 and he will win the UMP Modified Feature event. Sandlin in the number 49 applies pressure to the pedal and we are underway. They're 3 wide for the lead off of corner number 2. Sandlin had it as they went down into turn number 2, but it's going to be no stranger to danger. Paul Pardo leading them on the top side off of corner number 3 and 4 as we complete lap number 1. Oh my, we've got one around. That's my boy, Casey Barr, the number 23. Eric Sandlin will lead the way, and here on the bottom, Paul Pardo takes over the top spot as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. As Dean Pitts in the number 00 looking to make something happen there. 3, make it 4 wide off of corner number 4. Hang on, Craig is into the wall, and we've got 3 cars together into turn number 1 and 2. We are going to see caution. One of the cars involved is the number 71 machine of Barney Craig. Ready to fire him up. Adam Schaefer right there in the 2 spot, the number 49 of Eric Sandlin. Into turn number 1 and 2. Jordan Conover and that number 7 looking pretty stout on the inside as they work their way down the back stretch. Jeremy Creech right there with the number 17 as they headed. Oh, we've got trouble. One car, that is the number 49 of Sandlin. He got into the wall, no place to go, and he drifts down to the inside of the speedway. And the number 7 machine of Jordan Conover, no place to go. Heavy contact with him. Jordan Conover riding in 4th. Brad Conover sits back there in position number 5. He has Ernie Woodward all over him as they head into turn number 3. Battle for 2nd. Creech in the number 17 takes the spot away. Put him Adam Schaaf back 1 spot as Woodard right there with him. He'll take a look to the top side of Conover. He may have a run on him off of corner number 4 to the stripe. It will be Woodard by a nose taking over position number 4 from Conover. So Jordan Conover shuffled back to position number 5. Schaaf holds on to position number 3 as Ernie Creef, as the Ernie Woodard machine has a run on him down into turn number 3 and 4. And here comes Barney Craig with a bonsai move. He picks up 2 spots, bounces it off the wall, and we've got one around in turn number 4. That's the number 82 machine of Chris Douglas. Paul Pardo gets the green, and the scramble continues. Into turn number 1 and 2. Ernie Woodard throws the slider, couldn't make his stick. He'll go to second as they work their way down the back straightaway. Let's see if he has anything for the Pardo, number 410. Into turn number 3 and 4, white flag being unfurled. Final time around, the Big E starts right now. Into turn number 1 and 2, Paul Pardo leads the way. Ernie Woodard running in position number 2. Jeremy Creech is third, and the Barney Craig 71 goes around. He continues going in the right direction. Checkered flags are in the air. Paul Pardo is going to